Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, everybody? It is Saturday morning out here in Discovery Bay, California, and I'm bored. I was chilling. J Hood hadn't gone on yet, so I said, you know what? Might as well. Let's start up a live stream and just kind of hang out. This is not the hooting and hollering, jumping and tooting JB. This is the I gotta stay quiet because the kids are still asleep. They tried to pull a 24-hour challenge. Do your kids do this 24-hour challenge thing, man? I don't know where they found this, if this is a YouTube thing or something, but my kids are doing this 24-hour challenge. They tried to stay up for 24 hours. The oldest came to bed like 3 in the morning. I had to scoop up the youngest and put her to bed. So I'm going to let them sleep in. So I got to be quiet. We're going to go low tones. I'm going to give you my best impersonation of Reggie because he's one of my favorites when he's just staring at the camera and talking to you. So good morning, everybody. Shout out to my man, Pop Life Toys, for the coffee mug. And who do we got hanging out with us this morning? Here's an awkward sip of coffee. Hey, it looks like we got an LBD Prophecy. Unruly Simeon is up early. Cyborg Dad's up early. What's up, fellas? Fritzy Funko is here. Matt Forge Comics. Yes, this is my first cup of coffee, actually. So I've just been working on some stuff on the back end over here. Rob Boswell was in early. Samuel Taylor, how you doing, man? M3 Lions. Yeah. How's it going, man? All right, so yeah, this is no agenda. Just kind of hang out, talk about what everything that went on in the week. I think I had a great week. I think homeschooling went well. I think a lot of channels hit their milestone. I think what Z Collects has been doing is awesome. Perry went viral again last night. 7,000 views in the first 13 hours, and it was awesome. If you didn't get a chance to see it. What else is going on? Man, there's been a lot of good stuff going on. Billy over at Economics is doing the Funko Pop previews, and both the things he previewed, I want. I gotta have the Funko Pop of Iron Man snapping his fingers. That's gonna be fantastic. I know, man. Shh. All right. That's why I poop on company time. I love that one. That's good. Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time. Hey, good morning, Fox Crown. How are you? I appreciate you stopping in. I don't know if this thing is going to fire. Is it going to fire? Is it not on? Oh no. Overlay basic is not. No, that one's not on. It's not even on this. I don't even have that overlay on this one. You got to be kidding me. Thumb is on here? No. Prize is on here? There it is. All right, it is on here. It's just delayed. Thanks, Boxground. I appreciate you. I guess I can play it. The kids can't hear it if I play it, right? I mean, I'll play it. I'll play it for you this morning, man. I wasn't expecting. Thanks a lot, Foxy. I appreciate you. So who else is hanging out with it? Perry. Hey, Perry, man, I would love to be a guest on your morning show. Your thing with TK is awesome. Plus, by the way, I was just mentioning you went viral last night. Probably one of my favorite ones so far. I love that movie, Ant-Man, and your reactions to it were just awesome. Awesome. What's that? The easy listening. Now, I told you that I'm giving my best Reggie Collects impersonation, where I just keep it low tones while the kids are sleeping. And wife gets to sleep in Saturday morning. I know that John's Comics with Kids is coming up, so I'll only be on for 40 minutes or an hour or so. I can't sleep in. I tried to sleep in. The body just gets up in that 5 to 5:30 range pretty much every day now. I mean, the other day I slept until 6:20 and it blew the whole day. What do you guys think of my new song I got here? I found this one on the YouTube free music this morning. It's called Sweet Release. Hey, Mama J, how you doing, man? Confuse me on what day it is. I know I don't normally do anything on the weekends, but everybody's asleep. All right. Taking new guests every day. Yeah, it was. That's one of my favorite movies. Absolutely. He's talking about Ant-Man, everybody. If you haven't seen Perry's latest video, he does the the reaction video to Marvel's Ant-Man, and it's awesome. Hey, Flash Ray, what's up, man? We should, when this whole thing's over, come on out here. We got a great little, I'm sure you got a nice Starbucks out there too, but we got a nice little Starbucks in the center. We can chill out. Actually, come on over, man. We'll do a little live stream together. All right, who else have we got here, man? Is there anybody? Because I have no direction for this, man. If there's any questions that anybody has, like what I did with this channel, and remember, I missed Monday. Monday was a complete wash because I changed from Stream Labs to Stream Elements, and I tried to make the OBS work, and it didn't work. Remember that? Monday was a complete failure. And then Tuesday we came with Stream Elements, but I couldn't get the counter, which I don't even have the counter on this. I have none of that stuff set up on here. So I have no idea how many people are in the chat. One of the issues with this whole setup right now is that I cannot have YouTube with the chat on, with OBS, with StreamYard, or the whole thing stops. Rob, are we going to watch you smoke that cigar in your video? I know you're in the lineup today because you're going to be premiering a video, right? Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, I missed you. Kiss your graphics goodbye. What? I missed it. Elizabeth is here. How are you? Jinx you. 500 in the chat. Funny. You're hilarious. I wonder if that's just a simple ad. Do I not have the counter? I do have the counter. I just have it in a terrible spot. Let's move the counter so you guys can see it. There it is. We got 18 in the chat right now. I love to be able to do that stuff with the OBS. If you're not familiar, once you get it, it's really not that hard. I know I got to stick that extra 16 gig of RAM in this song. Then we'll really be cooking. For sure. Hey! So I found out what that meant. I had to get the lowdown on what lizard red meant. Yes, I forgot to mention that. So by the way, he's probably sleeping now, but remember in yesterday's Spin the Wheel, we had Christian Arroyo Salazar. What a great name, right? He was the winner of the wheel. And then as my new rule is, I'm gonna let the winner, give the winner a chance to claim by going to the What's in the Box. So I go to the What's in the Box, I come back, and I do the one last check because, hey, we've had people come back on the one last check. The chat's in the way. Oh, you can't see the 21 now? Is it too small up in that corner? So he doesn't claim. I spin it again, and K. Titus in Japan wins. And sure enough, here comes Christian Salazar right afterwards. So he ended up reaching out to me and saying, hey, give that book to Christian Salazar, because I guess, Christian's dad really wanted that book. It was something it meant something to him. It was iconic to his childhood. So big, nice move by K. Titus. And hey, thanks for reminding me, Foxy. I appreciate that. Superior Reviews is here, so is Two Gun Pedro. I know some people are going, who the hell is this guy, man? He needs more coffee. Yeah, this is the subdued version. Let's get that counter so you can actually see it. I love playing with this stuff too. Oh no. And let's see if we can get that thing a little bit bigger. And there you go. 22 in there. So anyway, I went and downloaded some free music today from the YouTube. Just it's on there. It says free music, and this one is called Sweet Release. And I figured it was good for the Saturday morning thing. So all I did was I threw it on a loop, put it on my phone, and put it to this little Bluetooth speaker. And I know there's probably a better way to do it with a real sound mixer and everything, but I haven't figured that out yet. And I know OBS will probably do it, but as you move from scene to scene, doesn't it mess with the audio? I don't know. I'll have to mess with that. One more time, let's see what's going on. Calm and relax, JB on the weekend, right? I'm about to, after this, I'm going to go watch John's Comics with Kids from the backyard with a cup of coffee, because that's how I normally watch his show on Saturday mornings. Yeah, you love the Sweet Release. There you go. Good Saturday morning Sweet Release. Thanks for everybody hanging out with us. We got 22 people in the chat. I forgot, honestly, about J Hood going, his show going off at 7. He didn't have it in there. It wasn't pre-listed, or I wouldn't have went off at 7:10. I probably would have pushed this thing back until he was done. But everyone in the chat could jump on a Zoom for a little and play group disco to celebrate the what is 49 and a half out of 40? What does that mean? Oh, my daughter. You Fox crowd, man. Good. Yeah, my daughter. I got a good grade. All right. Hey, man, Stacy's Fat Stacks. Thanks for stopping in, my friend. Stacy is also in Canada because I've shipped over there to Canada. Thanks for stopping in, my friend. So, as I mentioned, I don't know how often I'm going to do this. I got a question for you. What do you guys think of the thumbnail for this one? I'm just strictly using the Canva for the thumbnail right now, and they have all this preloaded stuff. So I figured, hey, might as well use one of their images, make it simple. Again, I don't know how many times I'm going to say his name today, but man, I went and looked at Reggie's page. He never puts his face on the thumbnail, and it looks fantastic. In about, I don't know, 4 months ago, he changed the format to where all the text is always on the one side. It's always the same format, and then he changes that image. It looks really good. So I might end up doing something very similar to that. Makes me sleepy. Fat stacks of comic books, fat stacks of comic books. Oh man. Here we go. Zombie Freight Bag. I was just reading some of the chat. I know that's not great TV. So, what are some of the other? I'll be honest. I'm not. Let's talk about TV, guys. I don't watch TV flat out. There's one show that I'm watching. Oh, that's not true. My wife and I will watch all the Chicago shows. You guys watch any of these Chicago shows on NBC? We watch all those. And then, really, my favorite show this last year, one that we watch with the family kind of thing, is. And you gotta watch it, especially if you got kids, because it's really cute. Some of the things are a little, inappropriate when they, because it's an older show. It's meaning it's on at night. But Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. Oh man, that got me. Oh, if you haven't seen Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, especially with my dad passing and what her father was going through. And I don't want to be spoiler on that, but man, what a great, cool show, especially done in music, all in music that I pretty much knew every word to every time a song came on, it seemed. So the music feels like would be played in a country music themed spa. Hey, man, I'll take that as a compliment, actually, because I like country music. I'm down with country music. I watch anything after I leave the garage. Very cool, Perry. Yeah, I feel you. By the way, hey, Matt, dude, congratulations again. That's right. If you see this comment, Matt, I was a guest on this channel until the garage door popped. Matt unboxed an ASM1 coverless, but still it's an ASM1. How many people have one of those? Hey, congratulations, Average Will. I know you were able to celebrate your 200 subscribers last night, well on your way to 300 and more. I like this, just hanging out with the chat in the StreamYard, letting the StreamYard do its thing. Oh, I finally got that thing to work. You know what? Let's test that while I'm here. If you guys don't mind me doing a little testing. Over here, when I do the Let's Chat thing, I've got this should actually work now. But you can't see it. It's too small. But you know what else I could do is I can change those settings on that, can't I? I don't know if I can change the settings on that. Let's see. Always good to test some stuff when you've got some people in the chat. So this chat over here, that I only want to have this up during the shout out, when we're doing the shout out, just in case I miss somebody. I always feel terrible if I miss somebody. So I was searching through YouTube to copy this into your browser. Copy in the bottom of your YouTube body. Background, okay. This will make the background transparent. I want to make the background transparent. Wow. You know what? I'll play with those settings later. Way too many settings. You can change to make this thing look better. Because I think this looks doo-doo. You can't even read it. I have to make them bigger. I want the logos to be bigger. And another thing is when I highlight in StreamYard people that have the custom emojis, you don't see them. And that's kind of sucks. StreamYard doesn't show you the custom emojis. So this way, anyone that used a custom emoji, you'd be able to see it only during the shout out part. I want to do this during the shout out part, which would be that one. So when I'm on this one, I want to have this work on Monday morning. So I'm going to be playing with those. I'll probably test that later on today. Let's get back over here and see what else is going on. By the way, if anybody else wants any help on some of this stuff, I would, you know, I'm not doing anything right now. Not near mint. Hey, how you doing, man? I like the fact that you changed the channel. I think that's cool. You know, it's more of a group thing now. I did that. It's still Rob Worst to me, but still, not near mint. The Comic Don, he says he needs more sleep. I like that logo, man. I need to get a logo done. A real logo, not just text. I keep talking about it, but eventually, someday I will. Elizabeth shouts everybody out. What are you talking about? Elizabeth, you haven't slept yet? What? Man, I love your new logo too. Holy moly. That is so cool. Who did you do that, Elizabeth? That is so cool. Very nice. He's the worst. He's the worst. Very cool, man. With the crown on. I love it. You know what? Hold on, let me see. Yes, you've got the blue wrench in your hand. That's awesome. I don't want to wake the kids, but I'm going to be shouting that out Monday morning. That is awesome. She's got the blue wrench in her hand. All right. Good morning, everybody. The Nerd Bar is hanging out with us. Thanks for hanging out, man. Without Lady Fantastic, Miracle Man, and Comics on the Mind, it's just me talking. It's charismatic as Perry. Oh, no. Still at 98? Really? We need to get... Yeah, I'm not the Z show. We need to get a hold of Z. He'll push you all the way up into the three or 400s. Even though I will mention, 2 guests in a row on the channel have reached 300 subscribers. 2 guests in a row, TKs and Adrian APM. So if you're close to 300 subscribers, I'll book you for the morning of. Get you over. That seems to be the magic number on this show, 300. Oh, man. M3 says, Discovery Bay Comics. That's why I say hello to everyone I can after getting ignored on the bigger lives. Well, I'll tell you what, I go in the bigger lives like Jem. And when you got 200 or 300 people, I don't see how they can keep up with it. It's moving so fast. The chat is just, you can't even say hi to somebody. All right. Hey, Gomez is here. Good morning, broski. How are you? Hey, did you get your stuff? I still don't get that comic book. That was dumb. I sent him the big plastic toy, and I forgot to put the comic book in there. It's still sitting over here. Oh, man. Is this going to be a regular stream? I don't know. I'd like it to be, man. I need to do more of this kind of thing where I've just toned it down. There's no agenda, so I don't have any rush. I don't have to go, oh, I got to get through the top picks. Oh, I got to get through the lineup. Oh, I got to get through this, or I got to get through that. This is just kind of hanging out and trying not to wake up the kids. So, and like I mentioned, I will be off for when John pops on because that's one of my favorite streams. I'm going to go in the backyard and just watch. I got a lot of wildlife back there, guys. My wife has abandoned the garden again. Unless we get a greenhouse, you can't have a garden out here. I live behind a big empty open field. Well, it's not actually empty and open because there's a lot of wildlife in that field. And guess where they eat? They're going to Shay JB's over here. Disco is seating for as many as you want because they have done eaten everything. Oh, they're eating fake grass. I took a picture of it the other day. There was a squirrel eating fake grass. He's so stupid. So yeah, we've given up on the garden over here. Hey, Comic Core Chad, what's up, man? Great job last night. I like the new thing. We're picking the teams, man. I lurk you guys. I should probably pop in and say hello, but a lot of the YouTube that I'm watching in prime time, when the wife's home, isn't really. I'm sitting at the computer. This is hey, let's see what's on. Oh, that's cool. I wish I could stay. Big Lion Cat, I sent you the invite if you wanted to pop in, Just saying. This is just kind of an informal hangout session. The fishing out there is awesome, but Discovery Bay with the bugs, it's one of the reasons I don't live on the water. No, that's not true. The real reason I can't afford to live on the water, but a majority of the homes, if anybody looks up Discovery Bay, California on their Google map, a majority of the homes in this area have Delta access. So their backyard is actually a dock and they have their boats, which is super cool during the summer. I mean, right? It's super cool. But it also, there's a lot of bugs, there's a lot of mosquitoes, and the Delta's kind of funky. Hey, man, water skiing is cool and stuff in the Delta, but the Delta's kind of funky. So we don't live on the water, but we live close to it. We got a park across the street and an empty field behind us, so it's okay. C. Woodard's hanging out with us. How you doing, C. Wood? Good stuff, good stuff. Mike Rogers. Hey, Mike, do you do your thing 7 days a week? Are you going to be dropping one of those today? I didn't see it in the lineup. But I know Mike's doing that 5 days a week. I don't know if you're using any editing at all, Mike, but if you started dropping just a little bit of text to that thing, ooh, man, because you're going so fast that it's tough to get all that information down sometimes. Super Russ, 9,000. What's up, fellas? How you doing? I love Super Russ. Go to IG and check out Super Russ when he does his TikToks and stuff. Solo Wookie says, damn, up early in Caston. Good way to be. Good morning. Good morning, Solo Wookie. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out this morning. This is the informal version of the kind of Saturday morning chat. This is, I'll say it again, this is my best imitation of Reggie Collects, where I just kind of tone it down. It's my first cup of coffee. Cheers. By 9:30 when I do my show, the normal Monday through Friday show, the kids have all been settled. You've seen just a whirlwind of action between the hour leading up to that show, between the last minute edits, the last minute getting people on the wheel, and then the kids getting down for that call and making sure everything is set. When she screams, I got a test, I need a blank piece of paper. So anyway, this is a good time. I might have to do this more often. I would like to bring back all my shows. And I think, the kids are only in homeschooling for 2 more weeks. And then I've got them for the summer. And I've got some things planned out for the summer. Hopefully some of this stuff lifts because we're going to get some help from Auntie Faith. She's got a pool. We're going to have to put up our above ground pool because I got to keep the kids entertained. And then I think we can come back with my pop-up shop because, man, I got so many people that are saying, dude, what's up with the books in the pop-up shop? You doing the pop-up shop? What's up with the pop-up shop? I want to do the pop-up shop. But it's been tough with the kids. We're stuck right there in that 3rd grade math and the writing. Writing every day seems to come back and just hurt. But anyway, what time is it where I'm at? It is 7:33 a.m. Yeah, 7:33 a.m. here on the West Coast in Discovery Bay, California. Hence the name, Discovery Bay Comics. There is more Discovery Bays out here, and there's another one on the West Coast that my wife and I are going to visit, actually. And it's in, I believe it's in Oregon, Discovery Bay, Oregon, or Washington, Discovery Bay, Washington. I think it's in Washington, near Seattle. Yeah, near Seattle. So we're going to go check out Discovery Bay up there. You never know. May relocate. California's killing me. Totally understand, JB. Remote learning with 2 kids. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I mean, really, they're asking the parent to be a teacher's aide. That's what you are, because they have to get everything. They're used to getting everything they do checked. Well, my kids are in a private school, so there's only like 8 in the classroom for one and less, I think, in the other classroom. And with a teacher's aide, they just get everything checked. So almost everything they bring in here, and it's like, Daddy, we check this, we check this, we check this. Oh, man. M3 said, messed up my full channel, fingers crossed, live France later in the year. Okay. I like what you're doing, M3. You're already working on your stuff. Absolutely. You dig the lighting? Yeah, I just got this. This is I think Perry put me onto this thing. You can do different colors, and I know there's a ton of stuff you could do with it, but I haven't really messed with it. But I just plugged it in yesterday, so it's got a couple of different colors. So I'll play with that one. That's really better for the Disco After Dark show, which I haven't been able to do because I used to string Christmas lights up and it looked goofy, so we got rid of that. Anybody else notice the wide angle on this lens? You all have it too, probably, because most of us all use the same camera, but we just have the wrong settings on. If you're using that Logitech 0922, you have to actually go in and say you want to be on 1080. So I went in and changed that up so that it shows the larger format. All right, yeah, those are cool. I want to get the light to flash. Oh, can you do that? That would be cool, man. That would be cool. Wait a minute. Rob Boswell only needs 12 sub. Elizabeth, man, you look at that. The logo fits her right? The queen or blue wrench right there. Good stuff. Only 12 more subs for Rob Boswell. Very cool. Fun Comics 814. Man, we got a great crowd in here this morning. This is a nice little setup. And most of the stuff I do is geared towards the live chat, kind of hanging out anyway, right? StreamYard only does 720. Yes, it does. It does. But notice how now I'm projecting in a wider angle of this room. We never got all the way out to these comics that you're seeing way out on this side. We never saw any of these before. Even when I had the overlays up, it was never in there before. I was playing with it. Another thing I noticed was in the OBS. When I first turned on the OBS, it was only coming out at 30 frames per second. So I moved that to 60. I don't know if it actually helps at all. Hey, Russell, man, good morning. How you doing? Who Dat Comics and Movies is in the chat. Killed it last night on that. Now, I love the big boy auction that happens on Friday, but really, it's a big boy auction. I mean, I could do a lot of watching, but there wasn't very much bidding I could do in that one. I was more apt to Z Collect's pop-up afterwards. That's more in my price range right now. So, but good stuff last night. He had some big boy books up there. Did you end up moving that? I think he had a Secret Wars 8 black suit cover Spidey 9.8. Did you move that book, or do you still have that, Houdat? Just wondering. I fell asleep. I think StreamYard is nice and easy. Absolutely. Being able to highlight the comment is absolutely number one. And it's really easy to get a guest on without having to do all kinds of goofiness like you would have to do in OBS, where you had to do it and then sync up their audio. And that's all of that is just no good. So StreamYard, being able to get a guest on, share your screen, which is cool, upload the videos now if you're paying the $20 a month, and highlight these comments, I think is the best feature. But there's a lot of other features like, the counter. I love the counter. There's stuff I don't even have on right now, which I could have on here. There's the list, so, the list of super chats and subscribers and members. There's the prize that's going to be in Monday's show, which I forgot to announce in Friday's show. I go back to put the timestamps in Friday's show, and I'm like, oh, shit, I never showed the comic book that I'm giving away. So there's just a lot of cool other flexibility that you can do. Which one is this one? Sorry, counter, browser 2, no, counter, that one. No, keep the counter up. List, sorry, don't do that one. I'll get better at navigating around this thing pretty soon. Okay, people asked about it. Still have it at the moment. Oh my god! Now, what's the GPA? I think the GPA is like 280, and you're already 30 under. That book isn't going down, I don't think. That's one of the books I hoard, by the way. I've got myself quite a few copies. Always in search of that 9.8, and here he had a 9.8 for sale. Have to think about that. My loop doesn't stay. I had to create an 11-minute loop and it just ran out. So we'll go ahead and start that again. One more time. We'll do another 10-minute loop, a sweet release. What's everybody else watching out there? Is there anything else that you guys are watching out there? The kids loved Star Wars Skywalker getting released on Disney. That was so cool. We watched it with our lightsabers and Disney hit a home run with Rey, with as far as my girls are concerned, and think of all the little girls out there. Disney has been pretty much centered on female superheroines characters for quite a while now, going back to, you know, Frozen and Mulan, and just, you know, they don't need anybody rescuing them type of characters. And my girls are eating that up, man, big time. They loved it. All right, so John says, I moved to Streamlabs for any solo shows on my channel and StreamYard for guest shows. My only issue is figuring how to post a show in advance in Streamlabs. So far, I just go live. So in Streamlabs, you don't get the option to post it in advance. Now, we talked about that at the very beginning. I have Streamlabs running right now. The only way to get these little features in the super chat and all that stuff is through either Streamlabs or Stream Elements, I think are the two main ones. And what you're doing is you're creating an overlay. They're monitoring your channel. You're giving them permission to monitor your channel when you're live. And then you copy the URL into OBS and place it wherever you want. And that's how you combine all of this stuff together. And then the big hitter was the audio out cables. If you get those audio out cables for OBS, then everything that comes out of OBS is coming out through a virtual cable, audio A, and your microphone in StreamYard is the audio A virtual cable. So that's how you put the whole thing together. All right, what else we got here? Holy crap, John's Comics with Kids. I was in tears last night. You guys, you were in the tag, was he in the tag team thing? Yeah, man, I couldn't even stay up for that. The hunt. He's talking about the hunt. Yeah, I caught the very beginning and then I crashed out. I'm watching Metaphorical. I'm on episode 3 right now. Good stuff. Joey Vegas Evans, thanks for hanging out with us this fine morning, sir. The 100 Killing Eve. Oh, you know what I'm going to say now? If you're watching me right now, there's a very high probability you, my friend, have comics on the mind. Thank you for joining me. I love that name, man. That one, aggressively relaxing. You know, those are just some of the ones that are just at the top of my list for great handles. Comics on the mind. Good stuff. Awkward sip of coffee for you. So what else do we want to talk about this morning? All right, so when you guys are doing Comic Wars, the Passion, the AF-15 Super Toad questions, freaking gold. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. If you guys are watching Comic War 5 nights a week in the same time slot, so there's no reason why you say, hey, I didn't know they were on. They're on every day, 5 nights a week at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, with a great lineup of, I think, Monday's Modern Men, Tuesday's Golden Guys, Wednesday's the best comic book show ever, which is just straight comedy. Thursday is kind of open, isn't it? And then Friday, you just have the basic off the rails, on the rails main show, which what they did last night with Picking the Teams was super cool. Adrian APM says, JB, I'm hiring you today. I am available until my wife wakes up. And then I am not available. Oh, man. Get your daughter to watch She-Ra. Ooh, that's another good one. Yeah, she might dig that for sure. For sure. Man, by the way, check out this t-shirt I got from the Comic Core Teespring. Comic Core Teespring's cool because they take the money and they do things like, I don't know, send Bear Island to a comic convention. And they sell a bunch of t-shirts on there, and all that money they use to go, you know, do cool stuff, make giveaways. I actually won a big, huge Hulk figure. I did. I won a big, huge Hulk figure. I AOK'd that to somebody. I hope they got it. I don't even know if they actually ever got that thing. Oh, man. I have a list of shows my daughter watches. Okay. Yeah. I'd like to see that, because right now, everything with them, they got my wife started a Roblox so that she could be in the game with them, which is kind of cool because this Roblox thing is kind of funny. Anyway, okay, I chose Joey Bay. Okay, I chose Not Near Wimp because my last name is worse. Pretty easy. Oh man. Is that what this is? So you're basically telling me Reggie Collects does ASMR because I'm just trying to tone it down. I'm giving you my best. My best Reggie. My best. Hey, actually, I need to put the tank top on and bust the guns out. But then you'd have to see the farmer tans. All right, man. Have a great day, Super Russ. I really appreciate you taking the time to hang out, man. Right? Yeah, I mean, right? This Roblox thing is hilarious, man. They're good at it. They're good at it. I can't navigate. I can't even navigate. I'm falling off everything. I can't jump over things. But they are so good at it. And I don't know if it was Roblox or this other one, but my daughter is super excited about her house, right? And she's like, Dad, I gotta show you this. I gotta show you my house. And I go, your little avatar, it's got what is that stuff coming off of it? And she goes, oh, I'm stinky. Well, go take a shower. She goes, okay. So she goes into her little bathroom and she goes to take a shower and she goes, I need to pay my bills first. What? So she goes out of the house to the mailbox to pay her bills to turn the services on. She goes, I don't have enough money. I'm like, what? I go, why are you walking so slow? She goes, I'm tired and I'm stinky. I go, you need a shower and you need to go to sleep. She goes, yeah, but I got to turn my services on, so I got to go to work. I'm like, really? So she jumps scene and now she cuts hair for like 5 or 6 people to get enough money to go back to her mailbox, to turn on her services, to go take a shower, to go to sleep, to wake up with energy so that she could run fast again. I'm like, I don't know if I really don't like this that much. This is kind of teaching her a lesson, you know? So, Farmer Tan gone wild. Thanks. I appreciate that, Perry. Nice. By the way, Perry, how's that toe? I forgot to ask. Great job last night on that Ant-Man, man. That thing's going viral and it deserves it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh. Oh, good stuff, man. You guys are great. Too real. It is too real. Sorry. I have to tone it down. Let's get back down to the comic books. You want me to blow your mind? I was thinking of making an entire video over this. No, I gotta save it because if I make a video over it, I got this from my childhood and I got it from TiVo, the entire Marvel universe, the whole set. You know, it was originally supposed to be a 12-issue set. I made some notes because I want to do a video. It was originally supposed to be a 12-issue set. They ended up making it 15 issues. And each character has, broke down. They made it look like it was in the style of a baseball card. So there's like lots of cool stats and stuff. I started going through some of these. Blew me away. I want to make a special video on it, so I will do that. It says make a memorial video. Oh, Perry's toe. Jack B, how you doing? Thanks for hanging out. I used to talk smack with my students about being better on Black Ops than That's actually a skill set now. Think about this now. I know it's crazy. I've watched this on TV, guys. Think about these kids. They're playing these video games and we say, oh, we're never going to use them. What's going to be the future? We've seen it in the movies, man. The future is going to be they roll over, they drop a bunch of robots, and then there's a room full of people playing their robot out on the battlefield, a real battlefield. Oh, my goodness. I don't think it would happen. All right, what do we got? Polly Pockets. Ooh, Terrific Tales. Trolls Beat goes on Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious has a cartoon. Her daughter's 4 going on 5. Its initial and surname. Black Ops Zombies. Yeah, it's a no agenda chat. Dan, how you doing? We're just kind of hanging out. We're going to the top of the hour. I think John's going to the top. John, can you tell me if you're going to the top of the hour? Because I want to make sure I'm off when you go. So if John's going at the top of the hour, we go another 10 minutes, and then we'll all just flood John's Comics with kids. And I'm going to go refresh my cup of coffee. I'm going to hit the backyard and wait for these kids and my wife to wake up. Or maybe, you know what? I can wake them up. There's always a way to wake up the house. You know what you do? This guaranteed work 100% of the time, every time. If you want to wake up the kids, which most of the time you don't, but if you ever do, bacon. As soon as that smell of the bacon gets up into the bedrooms, they're like, and they're up. So maybe I'll wake up the kids with some bacon. Hey, Phil Ailing, thanks for stopping in, man. He was winner chicken dinner last week. Yes, he was. By the way, I might as well plug it since I'm on here, right? I mean, I know it's no agenda, but Monday I forgot to shout out Monday's prize. So come Monday, I'm going to be giving away this fantastic comic book right here. And this is one of those ones that has a certificate of authenticity. This was number 273 of 400. This was number 273 of 400. I'm going to give that thing away on Monday. You know how to get on the wheel, folks. You know how to get on the wheel. You comment on Friday's show. You comment on the community post. Why am I always backwards? Comment on the community post that I posted for this. And then I do believe Friday's Comic Pop hashtag was Bearded Barbarian's 200 subscriber contest. So go check that video out. Drop the hashtag Comic Pop Family. And you can get entered into that. Because we're giving something away 5 days a week. 5 days a week. Man, he never woke me up with bacon. That's nice. There's a reason people love Kevin Bacon movies. Jim Gaffigan. Nice. Talking low, the rest of the family. Yes, the rest of the family is asleep. That is correct. The girls trying to do a 24-hour challenge. I don't know where they get this stupid stuff. They get it from YouTube is where they get it. So they were up in the playroom trying to play Barbies for 24 hours, and it did not work. Or the smell of smoke. Yeah, when you burn the house down. I hope not. He was woken by barking dogs and lawn guys. Dude, don't it? No. I told my guy. I was like, listen. You can come by on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I like to sleep in on Mondays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. Don't be doing that. So no. You just got to tell him. 1 sub away from 200. Who's you? You're 1 sub away? I want to yell and scream, but it's so hard to just tone it down for me. All right. I love the Marvel Universe. Yes, I have the full set, the 3-ring binder. Oh, yes. Very cool, Solo Wookie. There's a piece of information in there that I'm going to do an entire video on. One piece of information in there that I was like, what? So, yeah. Can't wait to do that. All right. So, yeah, my kids always watching those videos like David's TV and whatnot. Some of the stuff that these guys do is hilarious, and they have huge views, and they just interacting with the kids. It's hilarious. All right. My butler to keep it quiet. Nice. There it is. There she is. Oh, that's why I love this logo. One. Only 1 sub away. Let's get him. Oh, no. 8:58. Oh, let me guess. Steve, your daughter has a channel. I know she does, doesn't she? Steve's daughter has a channel. I don't have access. If you want to drop the link to that, go ahead. And one of the wrenches, let his go through if you see it. But his daughter has this really cute channel. I don't know if she's still doing content, though. My neighbor mows every day. That ain't cool. That's not cool at all. John's Comics with Kids has subbed. There you go. So, John, are you going live in 6 minutes? I missed your double thumbs up if you did. If you're going live in 6 minutes, we're going to wrap this up and we're going to get Oh, no, your girls are asleep. Oh, he said he's more like 8:30. Oh, man. Is there anybody in the chat who wants to come on with me for a couple minutes until the door knocks and the kids are up or my wife is like, what the hell are you doing? All right. She doesn't post anymore? Oh, Natasha or something. Yeah, okay. 54 million? Oh, my goodness. 4-pack Funkos. Good morning. How you doing? Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Spidey fan. It's not a morning show. This is just a hangout chat. Yeah, this is no agenda. I'm not rolling through the lineup or the top picks or or doing anything crazy like that. This is just kind of hanging out before the kids wake up on a Saturday morning. There's my man, K Titus. Konnichiwa. O genki desu ka? There you go. By the way, shout out again to K Titus for giving that prize to my man Christian Arroyo Salazar yesterday. Good stuff, man. Oh, but yes, I did buy a book from Steve over at Burke. Oh, you gave it away. It's in there. I bought a Batman 251. And I know what you're saying. You just won a Batman 251 from Erod. You unboxed it last week. I know. Oh, you know what? I can still play this because I'm in StreamYard. I forgot all about. I had all these other things that I could have played. That means I can play this one. Hey, Mike Rogers. Congratulations on 250 subs. Mike W. Rogers putting in the work, my friend. Good stuff. JB's Global, I know, right? I said that. My dad's so proud right now. You know he's up in heaven going, this kid's got, anybody who will listen, he's got somebody in Japan watching him. He's got somebody in the United Kingdom watching him. He's got somebody in Serbia watching him. Hey, Brett Hess Art, how are you? Thanks for hanging out. Old Wolf, yes. Old Wolf, I love that logo you got there, Old Wolf. Man, that thing pops. Many more to come, Mike. I'm telling you, Mike, if we add a little bit of text off to the side, popping up and going, oh, yeah. Here we go. Hey, Adrian Panda, how are you, man? This is not a morning show. This is just a hangout show. Just hanging out. Boom. Hanging out with my, what do we call this one this morning? We're calling it the Sweet Release. We'll get some coffee here. I figured I'd try something different. Why not, right? Try something different. I want to come back I gotta come back with Disco After Dark, but I keep falling asleep. I even forgot about that. Yeah, this has been a no agenda chat. I'm not asking for the likes, but thank you. I appreciate that. Coffee. Yeah. Unuseful unboxing. Hey, man, I heard a rumor that you were catching a little hate. That's no bueno. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I got a little message from my man Jason over here that said somebody sent you something inappropriate because they weren't happy with with the combination of the comics and the Funkos. I'll tell you, it's always been there. Me and being proper English, Big Lion Cat and I have been friends since the get, and he has had 300 Funko Pops behind him from the beginning. There's a lot of people that are into both, so I can't believe you're catching hate, and I apologize if any of that's my fault. So anyway, we love the music. Perfect for just a little hangout, right? What? It needs a big... What? Are you serious? Dude, congratulations. What was the GP? Man, it was my congratulations. There it is. Congratulations to Adrian Panda for pulling the grand prize in that Spider-Man booth. What was the grand prize? What was it? No, my wife's not even awake yet. Are you kidding me? Good morning, Jeff Schultz in Chicago. How are you? What? Kiddo Z, I had them there and YouTube took subs away. Oh no. Sold his pop collection to buy more comics. Yeah. I actually bought I can't remember. Scott Farr's. I bought a big portion of Scott Farr's pop collection, mostly Star Wars. Yeah. He's back. He needed some. Hey, well, that's the whole point of the stream. Just to have a place to hang out, so we can come in and you tag me on the IG. Okay, I'll make sure I share that one, man. I'll definitely make sure I share that one. Man, so let's talk about the IG. My IG is growing like big time. It's like 2,200 for me. I mean, that's a lot, right? 2,200 people in there. But the messaging on IG, I get a lot of messages. Like a lot of messages. Now I'm starting to understand why, if you send a message to Comic Tom or maybe, even like a Bueller, they don't answer right away because there's a lot of messages in there. So if you sent me a message and I haven't replied yet, I apologize. I'm doing my best to get to them, man. Yeah. Keep them coming because I don't want them not to come, but man, there's a lot of them. So it does take a while to get them all answered. Okay, he says, oh, not you. Ian got the, okay, cool. Oh, no, you're right. It was Wink. It was Wink. That's what he said. I'm sorry for mixing you guys up. It was Ian who got that. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, and this is also a nice little party. I tell you, sub 4-pack. Thank you. Hey, Alice and Me TV, how are you? Thank you for taking the time to hang out with us this morning. And if you're not familiar with the channel, check out the homepage. There's a live stream playlist for all kinds of other content in the comic book and Funko Pop world, including John's Comics with Kids, who is going to be doing a book review with his 2 daughters in about 30 minutes, which should be fun. Yes, you do keep me busy on Instagram. Okay, Titus, you definitely keep me busy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the group messages. Some of the group messages ones I do have to turn off because they're getting crazy. They're getting crazy. And I don't know about the new trend. I'm just going to throw down my opinion right now, guys. You know, here's a hot take. You ready for a hot take? An Instagram hot take by JB. Ready? I'm not really loving the voice messages so much because you can't always play them where you're at. They're not always appropriate for the audience that you're with. And one of the reasons you like Instagram. Oh, cool. Thank you so much, new subscriber, Allison B TV. But you know, being able to read that message without everyone else hearing it, yeah. Oh, stop. Yeah, you were right. You were right. Yeah. But was right. You were right on the upload speed. Yeah, definitely. John's like, I'm hoping my kids wake up. Oh man. For the Instagram shout of the day. Yeah, I love doing the Instagram shout of the day. I should probably put a little bit more time into it. For sure. You know, like I used to do a whole pre-recorded segment where I would put their logos up and then I would show you my response to the Instagram tag of the day. And I spend like an hour putting this thing together with graphics, and then I uploaded it and then nobody watched it. So I stopped doing that. Yeah, I stopped doing that. Yeah, the group messages. Yeah, so when you get the audio on there, sometimes they're cool, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you can't play that in front of your audience, you know, where I can read a message while I'm sitting there checking my daughter's work, where I can't play the audio that somebody's sent me. And then they're going back and forth. You can't keep track. Batman Popster, man, how you doing? Thanks for hanging out with us, man. This is not the morning show. This is just kind of an impromptu hangout going live. Oh, yeah. If you're looking for live streams of Funko Pop collectors, you have found the channel, because I, 5 days a week, give you a rundown of I'll give you my top picks, and I give you my lineup of the live stream. So, yeah, you actually found a great channel. If you're into Funko Pops and comic books, this is it. All right, who else is hanging it? Totally Mitchin Collectibles. Dude, this is one of the faster growing channels right now. It was already set up though. Mitch is such a great guy. Ooh, Bearded Barbarian Collectibles just dropped some content. I'm gonna have to be updating my top picks playlist today. Wolverado. Yes. Thanks for hanging out. Digging that logo, man. Back from the donut shop and taco house. All right. Have stays on the weekends? No. As a matter of fact, Titus, we have only got 2 more weeks of homeschooling, and my role as a substitute teacher's aide, is over. 2 more weeks and homeschooling is over. I have really appreciated. I will look back on it with fond memories. I will look back on the lunches that we had together with fond memories. Maybe the breakfasts, but the homeschooling, probably not so much. No, I probably will. But 2 more weeks, and then they're out for summer break, and it will be my job to keep them entertained. I've already got some things lined up with some help from, the neighborhood and the family. We're going to set up some pools and stuff. But when that 2-week break hits, hopefully I get to come back to the regular schedule, because I used to go, twice a day, live twice a day. We had the morning show, then we had an afternoon something. I had them sorting comic books. I was selling comic books. We were going live at night. I was getting good interviews. And now with this Rona, I ain't doing none of that. None of it. I'm just doing the morning show, which I'm grateful for. I'm totally grateful for the morning show. I'm grateful for all the people that pop in. It's averaging almost 50 views, during the live, which is totally amazing. I never would have thought I would have had that. So, oh, Rob Boswell. There you go. Jay, I'm about 10 to 15 books away from filling my first box. You probably are. Yeah, probably are. If anybody wants an update on that, just reach out to me on Instagram. I've got books spread out all over the place. Oh my goodness, I got books everywhere. Good stuff, man. Yeah, where's our invite, Rob? Rob Boswell, by the way, is in the live stream playlist. You know what? I just got to do that. Let's see if this plays out. I'm gonna try this. I won't go through the whole deal, but over here, oh yeah, that's working. Check that out. Oh look, it showed Allison BTV is a new subscriber. It showed him in there. Okay, so in the I just want to see if it's updated. Oh, that's not where it's supposed to be. So I'm on the wrong one. Come up here. Let's see what we got here, guys. I like that thumbnail. Kind of clean, simple. I already put Monday's thumbnail up. 9 a.m. we got here. Billy, Jason, 1-2 Comic Talk, Rob Boswell. There he is. Premiering a video. I'm going to set the reminder. I don't want to miss this. 11 a.m. this morning. The May 2020 mail call, various comics, and filling my holes in Walking Dead, Spawn, and Redneck. There might be some audio editing coming out of this video. Man, what else we got in here? Lords is in. Economics again. There's got to be more in the playlist than that, isn't there? I only go to 4 o'clock. That's it. I've only got up to 4 o'clock. I'm going to have to update this playlist today, folks. Haven't updated my top picks playlist. Anything new in the Patreon creator tier? Got some Chad, auction wins, recent uploads. What do you guys think of the thumbnails? I finally embraced putting my face on there only after the fact. I'm just taking whatever YouTube said to put on there. I'm just taking it. Just taking it. But that's what's in the live today. I'm not going to do a full-blown show, but that's the lives that I have set up today. I will be updating that for sure. Let me come back here and go back into this one. So I got to work on this live chat because you can't read that at all, and that's no good. I'll come back over here. Get back to my Reggie view. I wonder if you even knows. All right, Count Von Strange the Fourth. Man, Count, I'll be honest. I miss my Figure Friday. I miss my figure. I know it's a lot of work, man. Let's reintroduce some of the old ones. Because I know there's a couple of people that are like replaying their old stuff, but now they're watching their old stuff and then talking over it. Give me some of the old stuff. I love that stuff, man. Figure Friday. If you guys aren't know what I'm talking about, check out Count Von Strange. He's into action figures, and he'll take them out in the elements, and then he's got really good cameras, obviously. And then he takes these great photos of them, and it's all done to music. It's super, super cool. I miss it. Hey, SC Lou Comics and Pops, one of the original OG. Now check this out. If you didn't see what he's doing, where he takes the movie quotes over the top of the pop while it's spinning, you're missing out. Those last 2 videos have been awesome, man. Those are the kind of videos that should be watched over and over. I hope you got a playlist for those so that you can get people into a loop on those. All right, what am I doing? Not near mint. Film my videos, do my voices, eat my food, walk my dog. Mike Rogers is back, he says. I got a question for you, Mike. Are you using any editor at all? Or are you just using your phone? Are you using like a Filmora or something? I'm just wondering, because if you are, then we could talk about adding some text. Man, Man, this thing's gone for an hour already. I can't believe I've been on for an hour and we've talked about nothing. I've been on for an hour and I don't think we've talked about anything. What other good comic books did I have? You know what? I had a couple comic books that I had pulled out just because I'm doing some research. And is anybody familiar with this one? Is anybody familiar with the classic Hulk 180? Now, I was trying to explain to my wife, what's going on with this 180, and she just wasn't getting it. And I said, well, I've seen many panels like I'm going to show you, and they were considered first appearance. But for some reason, this particular panel isn't considered first appearance. It's considered first cameo appearance. But as Not Near Mint would tell you, it's first Wolverine. Because I'm going to show you the page. Why not? Plus, I haven't had a chance to check this out. I actually got this Hulk 180 from... He's in Canada. He is in Canada. I can't remember his name. He's in Canada. That looks like a first appearance to me. What do you guys think? There's the iconic panel. The one that's really sparks the discussion. Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I have no shame at all. There's no shame. When I did not own a 180, but I did own the 181, I proclaimed 181 is the first appearance of Wolverine because I owned a 181. But now that I own the 180, I don't know, man. I'd say the 180 is the first appearance of Wolverine because that's pretty clear. That's just in my mind. Yeah, it looks like a first appearance to me, too. Looks like a first appearance to me. Just saying. We'll put that away later. I gotta put that in a new Mylar anyway. Final page reveals weren't first appearances until recently, like the Taskmaster Avengers 195, 196. Man, Rob Worst dropping the knowledge. Dropping the knowledge. That is awesome. I cannot find one decent editor. I'm telling you, man, I use Filmora, and as long as you don't get into film stocks where you're into the monthly film stocks thing, it's not all that expensive, and it's silly easy. I call it the first full appearance, but it's not as heavily sought. Oh, absolutely not as heavily sought after, and it's worth 1/10, maybe, of what 181 is. Anyway, I use After Effects. 32 in the I know, not bad for a Saturday morning hangout, right? Not bad at all. Chris Barrett, man, how you doing, man? I know, I agree with you, but I think that's, well, I'm going to reveal what I think later because I'm literally going to do an entire video on this topic. It drives me crazy. Yes, iMovie is what I originally started using, I believe, for editing from the very beginning was iMovie. But then I went to Filmora, and it just seems real. I wonder if I can share screen. Can you share screen on a Filmora session? So I can show you how easy it is, actually. Let's see. What's something that I do? Let's look at the what's in the box. I don't even know if this thing's gonna open up. Watch it crash the whole entire computer trying to open up this freaking film editor. All right, it's opening up here, and let's see what we got here. And I'll share this with you, and you guys can tell me what you think. Oh, it looks daunting, but it really, really isn't. So let's see if I can share this. Sons of bitch, you can. Here we go. All right, so can you guys see this? That's kind of cool. I wonder if this branding works better. All right, so this is the Filmora editor, and it's having all kind of issues over on this side. This is the Filmora editor, and what you're seeing, it's flashing on my end, but at the very bottom, you've got an audio track, and you can lay up to 3 audio tracks, and then you can lay up to 9 layers of, I think it's maybe even 10 layers of other tracks. And they can be images, they can be GIFs, they can be videos, they can be whatever it is. But when you get to a specific point, you can see all the different layers. So the bottom layer is the audio track. The layer above it is the video track. The layer above that is the overlay. And then the layer above that is the insert, this little insert in the corner, that little girl shaking the box. And as you play this out, you get to the next point in the timeline. So it's a left to right, up and down kind of thing. Up and down is the layers that you're building. Left to right is the timeline that you're working across. So left to right, up and down is the basic editor. Now above that, you've always got, all your your film clips, your just all the elements that you would bring in to this editor. And as you get over here, you'll see I had text boxes. These are little text boxes that will pop up, and that's where I put this text here. And it's called a lower third, and you can play with parts of the lower third. You can play with parts of the background of the lower third, make it bigger, move its direction. And as I came across, then I also wanted to have a pop-up here. This graphic pops up, but I gave it some motion, and I gave it a zoom, a fade up. These are all the motions that you can do to any graphic. So that thing fades up during the shot. So if you see here, it kind of fades up. You see how that kind of faded up there. It's relatively simple once you get keeping in mind that up and down is layers. What layer is on top of what is what's going to appear on the top. So very similar layers, and timeline left to right. And that's basically your basic editor. Yeah, that's another thing I've done. Is you bring videos in, like Mama J's intro. I love to play Mama J's intro, but it's too long. I'm sorry, Mama J, it's too long. So I brought it in twice. Once so I could take the audio off of it at regular time, and the second time I laid over the top, but I made the video twice as fast. And I had to do that for a Jeff Comic 813 too, because his intro was way too long. So the audio ends up being the same pace, but the video ends up being twice as fast. All right. What else we got here? Who else is here, Rob? Is to reverse it. Oh, there you go. Shake it to the right and shake it to the left. Is that what happens? Did that play? Did you guys see that? So anyway, I use Filmora, and as long as you're not doing the film stocks, which is something I did do, because you can download. Remember when I was shooting? I used to shoot lightning bolts out of my fingers in the edited version of the show. In the edited version of the show, I used to do 3 channels would get a 1 minute kind of review. I would literally go into their video and edit out the best minute and play that. And then after I played that, I would point up to where the card was about to appear and after editing. And I'd say, and click the link right here. And I would have a lightning bolt shoot out of my finger and go to the And that's stuff that you can do with Filmora's film stocks. But if you don't want special effects, then just don't get that. And then it's still relatively cheap. Oh, man. Is that Wolverine behind me? Yeah, man, this Wolverine's a special one, actually. So what this one is, K-Titus, is I had 36 Chambers Tattoo Studio is a big supporter of the channel. You know, I always play his bumper during the show when he's in. This is a sketch cover. I gotta get the right light. This is a sketch cover. So this was a blank cover that 36 went ahead and did art on, and then I had it DGC slabbed. And if you don't know what that means, we have a member of the community, D-Ron Comics, does his own custom slabbing. And if you look here, look at my grade. I got an A+ on that grade. It's got 36 Chambers logo is in on the card there. It's got a part of the print, and it's all sealed up with the DGC sticker. It's super, super cool. I dig it, and it's gonna be on the wall. I need to order more of these DGC slabs. That's an original piece of art. Okay, what do you find the pop-ups on the program and collect the clips from YouTube? Do I find the pop-ups on the pop-ups? On the pro? Yes, I do. I collect the clips from YouTube. Because you can in Filmora you can record from your camera. You can record from your screen, or you can record just audio. So my intro clips, I will watch something on YouTube and record it and then crop it down to what I need and then put that in the intros. Tacoma Comics is hanging out. What's up, Disco? Please speak up. I'm in a meeting and can't hear you. I can't. I'll wake up the kids. This is the Reggie Tones version of JB. Missy Elliott explains a video editor. I put my thing down, flip. Nice. No, the editor is relatively easy. If you think left to right is time, up to down is layers. Is the layers. So if you want something to appear over the top of you, then it has to be higher in the layer. You know, like when you're looking at this stuff here, the base layer is me, the camera. And then that's a layer, that's a layer, that's a layer. Each of those can be moved around. And if they don't overlap each other, it's not that important. But if they do overlap each other, it will be important. She's sleeping in, man. What time is it? 8:30. I can't believe they're still down, man. You don't know about Filmora? That's fine. Most editors, I think, are relatively, the same, having a timeline for sure. You've got your timeline. Not near mint. Just picked up a new sub from two boys and their pops. Love it. My last comment wasn't a question. It was a theoretical question of surprise. All right. The recording from your screen, yeah, I think it's kind of cool. That's how I grab people's intro bumpers, honestly. I play their video and just record their intro bumper. And that's how we grab them. As a matter of fact, I've got some cool stuff in the editor. I wonder if I can pull it up. Is it still up? All right, let's check this out. I'm working on a project. I'll give you a sneak peek. I'll give you a sneak peek of the project here. Let's see if I have it open. You guys will be the first to see the sneak peek. Actually, you guys couldn't hear it, though. You won't be able to hear it. Yeah, you're not going to be able to hear it. That's not going to make any sense. It won't make any sense if you can't hear it. Let me close that. Sorry. Wow, lost me there for a second, huh? Lost me there. My logo has a lot of layers with the Lego pieces and pops repeated. Yeah. I've been downloading audio for my videos, right? Like this one's a free track. You guys can put on any of your videos and not get hit with anything. It's called Sweet Release. There's a lot of good music up there that you can use, you know. So please use it, especially if you're sending me something to use. There's stuff I want to pull off of Instagram, especially like last night's hunt. Dude, Tony Sanders does a great job of all these killer videos that he uses uses them on Instagram, but the music I can't use it in YouTube. So K-Times wants to know what type of work do I do? I don't work. I'm a stay-at-home dad. What kind of work did I used to do? I was a FileMaker application designer. I focus on relational databases. There you go. I don't use free tracks. I use copyright tracks reversed. Oh, yeah. I'll show them. Hey, Lisa Medcalf, thank you for taking the time to hang out with us this morning. Good stuff. Good stuff. Lisa's like the super wrench for the super. Do I even have this on right now? Can I turn this on without this thing crashing? I'll make sure. Yeah. Yeah, let me just take care of that now. There you go. Feel better about that now. Get back into StreamYard. You guys can still hear me. Okay, we got a couple minutes left. I think John's going to be going. Yes, SQL, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You're talking my language. That was the core. Now I just kind of homeschool my kids, go live on YouTube, and shout out as many channels as I can in a 40-minute period, and have a good time doing it. Have a great time doing it, folks. So if you don't know, I have a lot of fun on my channel, and the channel is not built for growth because the stuff I put out is not great on the rewatch. It's great for the live, to hang out and interact with people from all over the planet. That's what it's good for. And if that's not good for channel growth, oh well, I don't care. This is what I enjoy doing, and I'm having too much fun, so I'm not going to change it. All right. He is a 10-year computer technician. Bacon. Very nice. Very cool. So let's check this real quick. How much time I got left on this one? We got a couple minutes left. All right, so I'm going to wrap up, folks. I can't believe I got 30 people in here. Flat out amazing. No agenda chat, just kind of hanging out for the last hour and 20 minutes. Let's get a fresh cup of coffee, everybody. Go check out John's Comics with Kids. He's coming up in 30 minutes. I got Billy's coming up at the top of the hour. I hope everybody has a wonderful Saturday. I will be popping in and out of the chats during the course of the day. You know, we'll see what happens today. Maybe we can do another live tonight. I'd love to do a nice disco after dark tonight, a nice toned down disco after dark. That would be super fun. That's it for today's little impromptu. I still want to play my end credit because, you know what? Somebody brought something up the other day. Somebody brought something. Wink's a very smart gentleman, actually. And we were talking about, hey, you don't have any sponsors to the segment. You don't have any sponsors. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I don't have any sponsors to any of those segments. And I have all these segments. But then we thought about it again. He said, no, you do have sponsors, actually. You got a bunch of people that support your channel, and you shout them out every day. And that's how I'm going to end this little stream. I want to shout out all the Patreon supporters and all the supporters of the channel, as I do every time I play the end credit. Thank you, guys. And don't forget, we had a good time. Peace, everybody.
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.